Well guys, I've done it. I've officially found one of the best tanks in Gates of Hell to this date, 2024, with all the updates and new nation coming out. This is the best tank in the game. April Fools, got ya. Did I get you? No. No. Did I try and get you? Wee bit? Wee bit? Wee bit? No? Did I not get you? Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, let's get back to the serious video. Peace. What's up guys, my name is Zero Heroes and welcome back to more Gates of Hell, and today I'm going to be showing you what is the best tank in the game, and personally in my opinion. Now I know I've done a lot of these videos where I've said what is the best what and what is the best what, but as I say for all these videos, all these opinions or views are in my opinion, so whatever I say is my opinion. You may see different, and that's completely fine. I'm not going to go against that. And if you have your favorite tank, or what is your favorite best tank that is in the game that you think is just completely straight out OP. Now, what I mean by overpowered is that, you know, that has the best armor, has the best gun, has, you know, maybe not the best mobility, but, you know, can still handle, can still move about. And I would say that can basically survive nuclear bombs, even though they weren't a thing back in World War II. Anyways, the whole point is that one of the best tanks, I think, in my opinion, in Gates of Hell today is the King Tiger. Now, why on earth do I think that? Now, I know there's other really good competitive tanks like the IS-2 and the Super Pershing, and I think, yeah, that's actually really it. I think, yeah, Finland doesn't really have any good tanks because they're all stolen from other nations, and Russia has the IS-2, as I said. But why do I think that this is one of the best tanks in the game? Now, as for the caliber wise, now this tank is not the highest caliber best gun you can get. I believe the IS-2 takes the crown of I believe having a 122mm gun, whereas this only has an 8.8cm. But for overall, just statistic wise, let's just have a look and see why I think this is the best. First of all, let's turn on the engine and listen to the sound of this baby. Listen to that. That is actually, why does that sound like a wee bit like an F1 card? I know I'm not kind of slightly exaggerating there, but seriously, when it revved up its engine there, or started turning it generally sounded like some sort of like really dark horse F1 car there. It is, beside the point, getting off topic there, why do I think that this is the best tank? Well, first of all, I think the armor. The armor is absolutely incredible in this thing. This thing is, it says in the game, the hull ranging between 125-150mm. Now, of course, that is its, I guess, normal armor, but you can see the sloped, which makes it effective armor. Probably, it looks like it's angled at possibly maybe 25 degrees down. I think I'm not good with math or numbers or anything like that, but any for those, you know, really good, really good, you know, knowledge on tanks, and let me know in the comments down below. But really, it is absolutely, the hull is absolutely insane. Even the lower plate, you can see that it's sloped down, so again that brings it more effective armor to probably be about, I don't know, about 100 and maybe 110mm, possibly, maybe slightly lower, but I'm again completely talking out my backside. Another thing is the side skirts here, which protect its you know, its tracks from, you know, getting tracked. Besides the front is not protected, which I think actually is quite realistic. I can't remember if the Tiger 2 had front side skirts, but again, for those who know all about knowledge and tanks, then let me know in the comments down below. But it's quite vulnerable from the front tracks, but from the sides it is pretty well angled, I would say. Turning a wee bit more like an E75, but definitely a Tiger 2. From, you know, the turret, but it definitely can protect its skirts, its side, and even look at the rear. the back, even though the rear is probably its weakest point, you can see again it's sloped. If you look at the side here, it's sloped as well, therefore making it again effective armor. Not as you know effective as the front, and definitely not as well armored as the front, but you can still see that it's got a wee bit of sloped armor, which definitely helps. And also the turret itself ranging in this game according to between 25 and 185. That is absolutely insane. Now unfortunately the problem is with this is that the front mantlet here is completely flat, so therefore there's no effective armor to protect itself. But you've got the mallet, you've got the side skirts, which actually is, I believe, a weak point in this game. You can aim for the hull. I think the machine gun port is a weakness. If you maybe aim at, I'm trying to get some really good angles here. Maybe if you aim at the weak point here in the machine gunner's port, then maybe, or even the cupola's point here. But overall, I think that the mantlet here, or just around the mantlet, is probably the weakest point, as it is the flattest, and it definitely is the most annoying to try and pen. And even then, if you try and aim for the mantlet or the side, you've still got, around the mantlet, you've still got, the mantlet itself to beat, which is quite big, considering it's carrying that big 8.8 centimeters gun. And of course, having all with the, I believe, I don't know what, it is a MG34, not as good as probably like the 30 cals or the 50 cals you get on the American tanks, like the Super Pershing, I believe, or the Pershing, but it's still pretty damn good, and it can easily traverse around and basically protect the King Tiger from getting flanked by infantry who are trying to maybe sneak up and get AT grenades from the back. So overall, I think this is really good. The gun itself, and as I said, an 8.8 centimeter KWK 43 L71, which is, I think, probably the most, I would say the most accurate tank in the game. I think the IS-2 maybe comes just close to it. I don't know. I don't think this game actually talks about aim time and all that, but just from playing it, I think that this tank really does is pretty much a sniper compared to the IS-2. The IS-2 is a sniper, but I would say it's not as good as this, as it is kind of got that got the muzzle at the front, which I think gives it a wee bit more accuracy. Although again, I could be talking about my backside there. As well as having the side armor here, the tracks at the side, which I don't actually believe they count for anything, but it still would be, also I'm shuffling myself over, but it still would be nice to, I don't know if that does count as extra armor. Someone would have to let me know. Maybe some of the downfalls of this tank is that it's very slow, very sluggish. It only goes maximum of 35 kilometers an hour compared to medium tanks that can maybe go 40 kilometers an hour or maybe 45. So this is definitely a slugger. Again, the turret rotation, the hull rotation, very, very slow. And if you're getting any medium tanks, Shermans, are trying to flank it, then if you get too many Shermans trying to flank it, then you will not survive. So therefore, or if the Shermans are more distractions and you maybe get Super Pershing looking at you, and the King Tiger focuses all its attention on the Shermans, then therefore the Super Pershing or Pershing will be able to shoot the side of the turret or track it, and therefore it's being completely screwed. So be careful with that. But even then, I would still take mobility out of this and say this is actually still one of the best and most probably best unit tanks / in the game. So guys, yeah, there we go. That is my full opinion on the Tiger 2, the King Tiger. What do you think is the best tank in the game? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Why? And if you think it's the IS-2 or the Super Pershing or normal Pershing, let me know why those are better than the King Tiger. But anyway, I'm really excited to see the discussion today in the chat. And other than that, guys, I'd like to thank you so much for watching and our support, and I will see you in the next video. See you later, and goodbye.